Okay, welcome back. So we're gonna complete our Explore Dragon or Dragon Isles Explorer achievement today. We're gonna go through Zaralek Cavern, Forbidden Reach, Azure Span, and get the meta for completing the Azure Span. So where we are here, if you look at the map, we're kind of in between Thaldraszus and the Onaran Plains, right along the river. Uh, right about here. So this is the entrance to Zaralek Cavern, which is the second tier of Dragonflight. I think it was the second tier. Yeah, because Amdrasil was the third tier, right? So this was the second tier. See somebody else flying down here too. Probably going to the raid. You can solo those now. They're lots of fun. Um, but we're going down here to explore. So once you get through this exceedingly long tunnel, you become uh, I guess it kind of like zoned me into the zone. That was weird. We're in the zone now, so I don't know where any of these places are. Um, so we're just gonna pop them up on the map and we'll go look around. Looks like it's kind of around the edge, and then maybe Loam is in the middle here. Is Loam the town? I don't remember. Anyway, the map doesn't look like it's covered in fog of war, but it kind of is. You can see the writing for Loam there. Did we get it? Okay, I didn't see the discovered thing come up on my text. It's weird. Okay, we got crystal fields there. Buried vault. I have no idea where this one is, or how to even get to that. Is there a cave here? There's a cave you can fly through. Okay. There's the buried vaults. Not sure I've ever been in here, but here we are. Okay, so we can remove this waypoint. We can remove the buried vault waypoint. We gotta come over here to Glimmerog. Looks like we got that already, so we can remove that waypoint. And now the last two are up kind of in the middle here. One is the Sulfur Wastes, and then is the Caldera is where the world boss is, I'm pretty sure. So, these guys all drop mounts, I think. So I'm gonna come kill this guy. Wow, they don't take very much damage now, do they? Nothing. He does drop a mount and a pet, maybe? If you look at a rarity in the bottom right-hand corner there. 1 out of 100. So, there we go. Okay, this is where it says the sulfur wastes are. Elder's Gift. I'm gonna assume the sulfur wastes are down here. If they're not, we'll have to probably look up coordinates. I'm gonna assume they're down here. This looks sulfury, doesn't it? I got it somewhere. It's not on my list anymore. Alright, let's go over to the world boss. And get our Explore Zaralek Caverns achievement. There it is. So we can hop out of here now. Now there's a couple places to get out of here. You can hop out in Azure Span, you can hop out in Neonaran Plains on one side of the zone or the other side of the zone where we came in. So there's 3 different ways out. We're going to the Azure Span because that's our next zone to um, get our achievement for. So we'll just fly out and be right there. Since I'm right here, I'm going to grab this flight path. And technically, if you want to, you can fly out and fly to like the Azure Span or whatever. Maybe we'll do that. Let's just do that real quick. Alright, so we are finally out in the uh, Azure Span. So let's get the points kind of up on our map of where we need to go. And let's just look around and see what we're looking at here. Looks like we're going all over the place. Mostly in the eastern side of the zone, so it shouldn't be too bad. But this is going to land us down here at Iskara. And we'll fly around. So Brackentide Hollow is this instance right here, isn't it? It is. I guess Brackentide Hollow. Um, you get credit for it up here somewhere? That's Whaler's Nook. Where's Brackenhide? Is it really all the way up here? Find it hard to believe. Oh, look, yeah, it's up here. Weird that the dungeon's down there, but the... Oh yeah, I guess this is the dungeon, right? Okay, well there we go. So we got that. The Azure Archives. The Azure Archives like down here. They literally are. There's the flight path for it, so that's way off. And this camp is way off. A lot of these points are way off, I think. Alright, we're gonna just work our way to the flight paths here, for these 2 at least. and then we'll see what we're dealing with out on the eastern side of the zone. Probably should have picked up mining before I came out here. I don't know what any of this sells for, but I guess it doesn't really matter. I can always farm gold. Okay, the archives are up here somewhere. The Azure Vault instance is over here. It's like my least favorite instance of all time. For Mythic Plus specifically. Otherwise, it's probably fine. Okay, got the archives. I'll grab the flight path in case I ever need to come down here. Or, I guess for when I need to come down here at some point. Alright, we'll come north to Camp, Antonidius? I don't know. Antonidas? I don't know. Whatever it's called. Antonidas? Probably that. Cobalt Assembly. Oh yeah, I'll have to grind that rep. Man, there was so much to these zones, and I did a lot of it too when I was on my other account when I was playing. Alright, Cobalt Assembly. I think that's here. Yeah. It's a flight path for like all these different places, which is kind of nice. But yeah, there was something with the Cobalt Assembly where it was like you can grind XP up here. You were able to like, I think they hotfixed it. You were able to like AoE mobs, like tag AoE these elite mobs up here and get like tons of not only rep but EXP. They took out that. That was kind of fun. It's unfortunate. Okay, got that flight path. And then there was like a little PvP thing here, around here somewhere. But yeah, cool zone. I really did enjoy this expansion. Our Camp Nowhere is down here. Okay, Theron's Watch is up here. The Ron. So we'll get the flight path here.
We will persevere.
Okay. 2 places left. Vakthros and then Camp Nowhere. So we can remove this waypoint. We can remove the Upper Frostlands waypoint because I guess we got that as we were flying over here. And we're gonna go to Vakthros first, and then we'll work our way down to Camp Nowhere. Alright, I'm in Vakthros. I'm in Vakthros Summit. How come I haven't gotten credit? I got credit at some point there. Okay. Let's go down to Camp Nowhere and finish off our Dragon Isles Explorer and our Explorer, the Azure Span. This will put us at 1368 achievements completed. Now they added about 100 achievements today in the patch, so, or yesterday in the patch rather. But that's just more stuff to do. And we'll get it all done eventually. We did break 30,000 things completed at some point. That was, I don't remember when we did that, but we're above 30,000, which is pretty cool. We're getting there. I think my other account had about 65 or 70,000. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, it was way more than that. But anyway, there is Dragon Isles Explorer and Explorer the Azure Span completed. So I'm going to pause here, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to get on a flight path, and I'm going to go up as far as I can towards the Forbidden Reach, which is this island right here. Looks like this is our closest flight path, so I'm going to go all the way up there, and then I'm going to fly to the Forbidden Reach, and we will resume when I get there. So I will be right back. Okay, we are at the Forbidden Reach, so all I did was take the flight path to the Waking Shores and then just fly up. And here are the spots we have to travel to. There's 5 more of them. Got the flight path here, so we don't have to make that horrific flight again. And let's just kind of fly around and find these places. So it looks like we already got one of them. Caldera of Menders, remove waypoint. Okay. Got the War Crash. Okay. This is gonna be a pretty easy zone, I think. And then we'll get this achievement and we'll get out of here. There is Storm Sunder Crater, or I guess Storm Sunder Mountain. So this should be Dragon Skull Island out here. Indeed it is. And then the Froststone Vault is the last piece, and it looks like it's up here somewhere probably, if I had to guess. I don't think it's all the way up there in the mountains. I think it's probably around here where these rares are. And there it is. There is Explore the Forbidden Reach completed. This leaves us at 1369 of 6,116 achievements complete. So we're going to hearth for today, and I'm going to call this one here. I want to thank everybody who's been watching all these videos. I do see that the views have skyrocketed. I really do appreciate that. If you're enjoying what I'm doing here, if you want to see more of the content, please do hit that subscribe button, leave a like, leave a comment. And in the next kind of group of videos that we're going to be doing, I'm going to pull back a little bit from the achievement hunting here, and we are going to level because it is it's time walking this week. So we're going to hop into our time walking Pandaria stuff with a bunch of level 80 alts. We'll try to get them leveled up and see how much progress we can make. So again, thank you all for watching, and I will see you in the next one.